Good to hear that again.
Always good to hear that.
Suede. Animal nitrate. Carl's all flustered because there isn't a record set up, but he's getting all tizzy. He's been more worried about his competitions than sorting out putting records on ready. What?
I'm after Steve's song for a love.
Well, I'll tell you what, why didn't you carry on with your educating Ricky section? I'll have a look on the
We'll keep it going, Steve.
Yeah,
Cover it. Go on then, right, okay. We've had a few emails. Anyone got it right, Carl? Anyone
educating Ricky, that's the final one. We've got to get that out of the way.
We've got to get Rockbusters as well, though.
We can do that at the end, we can wait.
Go on then.
But we've only got 5 minutes left.
Come on, just do educating Ricky.
Right.
God.
The last one that we haven't done is, he's a bit of a nuisance.
Go on
then. Again, not really that interesting.
Thanks.
No, again, I spoke to you in the week, and he had much better things, like when I tell you about Brian Blessed climbing Everest, and for some reason it made him, it played havoc with his belly, and he followed through, and he had to clean up.
Shut himself?
Yeah, using ice and snow.
Why are you telling me that Brian Blessed, in what way is telling me that Brian Blessed shit himself once in any way educational?
Because I was saying how he was climbing Everest, right?
Right.
I give it to him, he's an actor and that, but he gave that a go.
Yeah.
Right, it played...
What's the point of that, you'd say, wouldn't you?
You'd say, God, he's you know...
So he's alright. Me doing a boxing match for no reason is rubbish, but him climbing Everest and shitting himself...
Yeah, he did that.
...is commendable.
Right, and he's only gonna, like, go and do it again. He's gonna climb it again.
Yeah, but he might not shit himself this time.
Yeah, what's the point in going? Nothing's changed up there.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
Where's you been?
Well, it has. They've probably cleared it up by now. Right, but it's slip on it.
I can't even be bothered telling you this one, because...
Come on! Just do it, or do it now!
Steve, how we doing?
Look, no, never mind that. Look, just tell me what that means. Oh, he's a nuisance. Oh, this is so annoying, Carl. I'm gonna go mental.
Right,
talk.
Right, listen, I'm just putting this in here, right? Right, nuisance is a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah.
Apparently, the old fella who used to hang people...
1800s?
Yeah. He used to be able to tell somebody's weight just by looking at them. Right? That's a bit of a bonus fact.
We'll be the judge of that.
The thing that I wanted to tell you is, money for old rope, do you know what I'm saying? I can't even be bothered.
Yes, you're gonna tell me now. Come on, Carl.
Right,
I mean it.
Basically, money for old rope came from the... right.
What was all that about? He can tell someone's weight. What was that
bonus
for?
fact.
And Brian Blessed shitting himself. What are you... What? No, don't you... No, tell me that now. You nearly made me swear then. I'm getting really annoyed. I'm getting really annoyed now. Tell me this fact, Carl, or I'm gonna go mental.
Come on, Carl, time's running out.
More that people, years ago, when people used to be hung, right?
Right.
If you didn't like the person who's been hung, you'd go, God, I really don't like him, and so you never forget the time.
Presumably if they're being hung, we take that as read.
Yeah. So they never forget afterwards to get the hangman to get the rope and to cut it up into little pieces, and he'd sell them. He'd sell the little pieces of rope to people.
See, Carl, that's the most interesting thing, if it's true, that you've come up with.
Right, okay. And so so they sell the rope?
They sell the rope, and it's money for old rope.
Money for old rope?
Meaning, like, you know, God, it's easy to make money, that all they have to do is cut it up and sell it.
I'm cynical.
Right, there was this is what it's like about getting presents and stuff, right? With my mum and dad.
Go on.
My mate, Colin, right? No, Colin Bailey, right?
Yeah.
He had a, little, Sinclair Spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Computer, which was like the thing to have at that time, right? Used to always go round to his house. The deal was...
Not the one you had to play through the window, because you weren't allowed to.
No, that's another lad, right?
Yeah.
This is a different lad, and the deal was, he came to our house, and my mum gave him a pie. And then I'd go round to his, and I'd stay there for a few hours playing, you know, Hungry Horace and stuff like that on it.
Sure.
Right? Now, my mum and dad knew that I really wanted one of these computers, right? So I waited about a year. Came round to Christmas Day, I thought, I reckon, might have one. Turned out, they bought me the wrong one. They bought me a ZX81 instead of a Spectrum, right? And, Christmas Day, I'm there trying to load the games up, it's not working, I'm thinking, what's wrong, right? And the thing with me, when I was a kid, I used to get quite sort of agitated.
This is the moment.
Right? I found out that it needed a RAM pack to make it work, right? Looking in the thing, and it's saying, and make sure you put your RAM pack in the back. And I was like, oh, where's the RAM pack? And my dad's going, I don't know, I've got you the main bit. That's it. So, I was that wound up, I just was sick, right? Just sick. I didn't feel sick or anything, I just was like, oh god. Went to the sink, just sick. Because I was that on edge about it. I said, come on, we've got to get one. And my dad's like, Tandy's shut, we're not gonna get anything today. Ruined again, Christmas Day. That was after the year when my train set got blown up by our kid. Following year, no RAM pack. And now you ask me why don't I get good presents?
He's scarred. He just
I'm gonna die. Honestly, I'm gonna die. He's just clean sick.
Yeah. There's no RAM pack. What?
Did you get to the bottom of it? Why wasn't there a RAM pack?
You have to buy them separate.
Oh,
It's one of them
okay.
cons.
What do you mean I can't play Frogger?
Oh no.
So, wasn't there another incident when you threw up? Spontaneously threw up? Through sheer anxiety?
I do get it. It's not so much now because I've relaxed a bit. But as a kid, I used to be quite on edge all the time with certain things.
Do you think that's what happened to your
The
cat
wind.
that kept being sick? That it didn't get the food it wanted, and it just threw up. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
God. So they shaved it.
Yeah, but again, you see, the cat thing. I mean, it's mad. I was thinking about it the other day, right? I used to think I had quite a normal upbringing,
You didn't.
right? And someone was talking
Your
about the
mother
cat.
once told you not to go to school because it was windy, Carl. It was
Yeah.
not
Right.
a normal upbringing.
The cat was being sick, so she shaved it, so it was easier to clean.
Right, well, my mum and dad went on holiday, right? And I stayed at the Rosses down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Only a kid, must have been about 5 or something, right? And I was always running around in the house. I had a lot of energy as a kid. What the Rosses did, they had this cat that was dead violent, the most violent sort of angry cat I have ever witnessed.
A tiger.
It was, honestly, Steve, if it was bigger, it would have been, because it was just always having a go at you.
Yeah.
If you went to pat it on the head, it went to bite you and stuff. And what they used to do with it, to stop me running around, I'd sort of be running around, and then I'd get a bit tired, and they'd say, have a lie down on the settee. So I'd lie down on the settee and I'd nod off. And what they used to do, I'd wake up, and I'd put the cat on my belly. Right? So I'd be scared to move, because it's like it's going to get me.
But it would keep you there.
It kept me there, and it used to sort of slaver on me, and they'd sort of, you know, go out or whatever, and I'd be lying there. That's not normal, is it?
Carl, sorry, were you created by the Brothers Grimm for one of their fairy tales? What kind of a life is that?
A cat paperweight to keep Carl in place. He keeps blowing around. It's windy. We'll have to weigh him down. Be careful. Your mum probably told him that it's a windy day. You got to get something heavy on him, otherwise he just gets blown into the road.
What we got?
Well, we're talking about the prizes next.
Well, let's talk about the prizes. We've got the big game Rockbusters coming your way soon, Rick. I know you're excited about that. And is there more educating Ricky this week? Have you got that planned?
There is. We are struggling on that feature a bit now because I feel like we've covered a lot of topics.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know about hairy Chinese kids
Yeah.
and deaf people that hit their head and can hear again. So I don't think there's lots more to learn in life.
Hi, welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
Hello there.
and the shaven monkey with a head like a fucking orange, that is Karl Pilkington.
Right.
Well, this is a special edition, a giveaway podcast that people who came to see my show Fame in London got put on their seat, gratis. Thanks for coming. Well, unless you didn't even come and still got this free. Unless someone went and said, I don't want it, it was rubbish, and gave it to you, you're listening to it for free. Or you've sort of downloaded it illegally. It was free anyway. Oh, forget it. We've been away for a while. Now we're back together.
The old team.
The old team back together in a little room in central London. Carl, looking back on the year, what's happened? I remember last year the most memorable thing that happened was you saw a grub eating a biscuit. So
That was a highlight. I made it into his diary.
yeah. So what's the big thing of this year? What's the big thing so far of 2007 that, if I say 2007, you'll go, oh yeah, that was the year that. You know, in 10 years'
In
time.
years to come, you'd
Yeah,
say.
I'll go, remember 2007? You go, of course I do. It was the year that.
I haven't really been following what's going on because of other like personal.
Well, yeah, what's the
issues.
big. Okay, what's the
Just
big
my
thing?
boiler. My boiler's playing up still. Sick of it.
Your what?
My boiler.
Your boiler.
The boiler that heats the water up and stuff. so that it doesn't.
You know what I'd do in that situation? I'd instantly get a repairman out to sort it out.
Done that twice. It was 80 quid for him just to say, yeah, it looks like you need a new one.
Why did you get a new one then?
Call out. Because then you wondered, are you meant to believe him, or is he out to sort of...
Well, he's the expert.
Yeah, but is he? It's
Well, I
like you're
dunno.
meant to get a second opinion, aren't you? Like,
So that was the first time then. So what was the second time? Who came out the second time?
same fella.
And what did he say?
Well, I
What
thought
did
you
he
were going to
call
get a second opinion.
I know,
Yeah,
but
and
I
also-
called up the company and they just sent him again because it.
Well,
I
call a
think-
different
What was,
company.
what was it?
No,
What was
no.
his second opinion? 80 quid.
I undercharged you. It's 150.
No, because they must look in the book and sort of go, oh, you know, Harry went round there or whatever, and they must think, well, he went there last time, so he knows the situation,
Yeah.
and got the same fella again.
Well,
so he
well
turned
and
up,
got the same opinion, I assume.
Same answer, yeah.
What, so okay, so it's so twice you've got called someone out. They said you need a new boiler. He had the overalls on, holding a monkey wrench again. He came in a van.
Yeah.
He charged you. He's the professional. Why haven't you got a new boiler?
Because then he went on to say that, you know, it's a dangerous setup I've got. It shouldn't be set up the way it is. It's dangerous. Something about gas leaking out of it. He said, you don't sleep close to this, do you? And it's like, well, the bedroom's there. It's not a big flat. You've seen it, Steve.
Yeah.
Everything's en suite, isn't it? So he went on to say,
Everything's en suite.
so anyway, so he's just sort of said, look, you know, he doesn't want to touch it. He said, you need to get someone in who can sort this out for you, but
What? And it took him 2 visits, 160 quid to figure that out.
yeah, this is what they do, isn't it?
So what's his advice?
He just said, you know, there are people out there who will touch it if you pay the right money.
Well, okay, so you're going to get an expert in who does this thing and sorts it out. So
Well, no, I called
on.
up my dad.
oh yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
always knows
He's the
someone who
first
can
man to
sort
get it.
sort stuff out. And he said, oh, one of your cousins is a boiler man, and yeah, they're coming round, but I've never met them. And it turns out that person, because like the whole family, you know, I'm not into sort of keeping in touch with people.
Sure.
I haven't spoke to my brother for like, I don't know, 12 years, and sister about 15 years and that. So the idea of this cousin, who I mean, he might as well not have said he's my cousin, because I'm not going to know him anyway. I mean, it might have, that last fella, Harry, might as well have been related. So they're going to turn up, and now it turns out that because they haven't seen the rest of the family, they're going to like use this as a reunion.
Oh,
What? So they're all going to come
they're
round
all-
whilst
They're all coming round.
he fixes the boiler.
Yeah, and I hate it. I hate family things anyway.
so they're going to come round and just look at you?
Well, yeah, apart from the one who's fixing it, he'll be fixing it, and the others will just be sat around, sort of going, so, how have you been? It's like, well, where do you start? I haven't seen... seriously, I mean, they are strangers. When they buzz, I could be letting anyone in. They buzz the door.
And so you're going to entertain them all in your flat? Tiny
Well,
little flat?
I said to my dad that I might just say that I've got to go to a meeting, let them in, and then shoot off.
I love that. So now they're strangers that you're letting in your flat and you're not even being
Yeah.
there. That's the best thing. That's the security. Now, Carl says he remember this year for his boiler being a bit of a pain. But now everyone knows over the past sort of like few years, my big pet project. It hasn't been my own career. It's been get Carl famous.
Yeah.
I want people to recognise him in the street, come up to him and say, "You bald-headed mank twat." Make his luck. I
Well,
want.
let me tell you now, Rick, I've
on.
been out and about, and a lot of people have said to me, they've come up to me and said, it has Karl Pilkington got a head like a fucking orange?
Well,
and
I've
I've
been-
had to instantly confirm the answer to be yes.
Well, I'm in America quite a bit, and it doesn't matter when I'm talking to David Bowie, The Simpsons, all these people on 24, all these people who have got these amazing careers and lives say, is Karl Pilkington really like that? I say yes. He's not 2 short planks. He's 3 or 4 fucking short
Thick
fucking
plank,
planks.
thick but short, short but
yeah,
thick
fucking
planks.
lumps of thickness.